Welcome back to the ESR. Mr. X joined by Courage and Max. Let's just do a recap of who has who so far. So, Ron, let's just bring up the graphics starting with Puckett's team. So Puckett went with the first overall pick. He took Crim6 from Black Ops 2. And then on the wraparound, he went with Zuma Slayer from Advanced Warfare. I think a lot of the chat, they're worried about the Zuma pick. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I don't think it was a bad pick.
No, I definitely don't. You got to remember, we have to pick one player from each game. So this Zuma and AW's done an exceptional job so far, obviously. So I think it's a solid pick. We don't know where the future holds for him, so we'll see where things go. But as of right now, he's definitely one of the best players in AW. I personally, though, think I got the best one.
No, okay. Yeah, and then our next team would be mine. I went with Aches and oh no, actually we're gonna go to Jack's team next. Oh, never mind. Ron just changed up the graphics. Well, Ron, stay on my team. We'll talk about my team. I went with Aches from Black Ops 2 and Karma from Black Ops 2. I think, overall consensus, I had to have won the first round and the second round. I mean, the fact that I got Karma round 2 is pretty absurd. The fact that I didn't draft Karma round 1, probably a mistake, but let's overlook that because, I got probably, probably the best Slayer in Black Ops 2, with, I would say, with Crim, up there, and Clay and Scump. And then I would say, for Black Ops 2, I probably got, the best player who kind of fills all gaps. I got Aches.
Well, look here. So you were hating on me with this Karma Ghost thing. Yeah. But the friendly people over there at COD Stats, Mr. JP, he said...
You have to go get stats from JP? You're such a cheat.
Listen, Karma at Columbus Ghosts, the first event, had the highest KD for anyone at any event recorded with a 1.44.
Really?
1.44.
That's the highest KD ever?
At an event recorded, at any event recorded.
Impressive.
So...
Not bad.
Not bad, right? So there's just some stats. People in the chat, I might be delusional, but I'm not that delusional.
No, you're ridiculous. So let's bring up Jack's team. Jack went Scump round 1, Clay round 2. I like both the picks. I think you could have went even Scump Ghost, and I would have been okay with it. Could have went Scump on any game, and I think I would have been fine.
I think the overall consensus here is that Scump's just been dominant throughout his career, but Team Home, shout out to all the pairs, is looking great so far right now. Obviously, the two players that I've picked are teams that players that we can brand around. As the team owner there, I think that we can build for the future. They have the drive to win and the hype, and the last two players are just as good, if not better.
Yeah, I think, Jack, you have a pretty solid team going in, and then Max. Let's bring up Max's team. Max had a very good start. I think, Formal Ghost was a very good pick. I think that's a safe one. You could have went Formal AW. I think the Formal's been crushing in AW. Yeah. T Black Ops 2, he was really the difference maker for me on Black Ops 2. I think he's been extremely dominant on that game. Extremely dominant on Ghost as well. I thought he was one of the better Ghost players when that came out. You could have went that way as well. Interesting way. Why did you pick them in those games?
So, like we said, the whole idea of this was to pick players in each Call of Duty and create a Call of Duty Dream Team. Now, I think we already pretty much had, if we were just to do a regular draft, players would still go, but it's better to incorporate their individual playstyle and their skill in specific Call of Duties. Mm-hmm. I think we'd all draft Crim, Formal, and Scump for AW. So by this, we're taking in other players' skills in other games, and personally, I don't think there was a better Slayer, a main Slayer toward Ghost than Formal. Even on TK, going to Envy, even at the first event, I don't think there was a better Slayer than him. And then in Black Ops 2, there was no better OBJ than TP.
No. Yeah, you make very good points. Very good points there. But I'm smiling a little bit because round 3 is the one where I put this one in the bag. So let's go to round 3 picks, starting with Puckett. Puckett went with the Nameless and Ghosts for his first third-round pick. I thought Nameless had a very good Ghost, very good COD champs. Played pretty consistent throughout the entire time, kind of always there with Formal and JCap, in the slaying department. What did you guys think of this pick out of Puckett?
I mean, personally, Nameless is a player that obviously has been on Envy now for over a year, so he's doing something right with that team. We saw him at Champs have countless clutches there in Search and Destroy, but unfortunately, it's just a player for me that I felt there were still some better picks left. Nothing against Nameless. He's overall a very nice person and a solid player, but in a draft of the best throughout these past games, I don't hear Nameless's name come up. And this is a pick that kind of is, he's hot or cold. He's a Katy Perry pick.
He also if you think of Nameless, though, just in Ghost, because that's where he got picked in, I think he was one of the better players in Ghost.
I think, yeah. First of all, I like that Katy Perry joke, Jack.
Thank you very
Second
much.
of all, I was a big fan of Nameless and Ghost. I think if you look at all the players, you could even argue that he was the most improved player from Black Ops 2 to Ghosts. I would even say he's probably a top 5 player overall in Ghosts. But I like the pick. Obviously, a lot of players are starting to come off the board, and now you actually need to think back to older Call of Duties and how good,
right?
What and how good people were, are or were in previous CODs. And in the support role, I don't think you can. I don't think you can be angry with a pick.
No,
with the Nameless pick.
I don't think you can be angry with the Nameless pick. I think though. I just keep looking at my pick. I just can't wait. Jack went next. And Jack, tell everybody who your next pick was.
So right now, obviously, Matt keeps boasting about his pick, but guys out there, everybody watching, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest here. I think I got the best pick in this round for a player who is needed a support. I got none other than Brian, a.k.a. Apathy, the guy who made a name for himself in Ghosts. Throughout the entire year, he had a 1.11 overall KD. He had a 1.11 KD in Domination, a 1.10 in Blitz, as well as a 1.08 in S&D. A positive KD in each. Always a great player for any team he was on. As we saw when he was on Strictly Business, they wound up taking home first place at the U.S. Regional Championship. And then just throughout the year, consistent top 5, top 8 placings. I mean, he did have some struggles there, and he did make the necessary team changes. We then saw him win first place at UMG Nashville, also getting second at the X Games, only a couple rounds off. Apathy, one of the most dominant players in Ghosts. Once again, another player that I think can easily fit in with this squad and really just dominate when we need him to.
I think Apathy is a very good player. I thought Ghost, he was a huge difference maker for that SB team. I think he fits in actually, pretty well with the players you have. I think Apathy was definitely a top, 10, 15 player on Ghost. Max, your opinion on Jack's pick as you're fixing your hair?
Sorry, I gotta look good. I think Apathy is a good pick. I think people remember the SB run, including 4th of Philly, followed by 1st of Regionals, and then 4th of Champs again. But then, there was the FaZe Black period where he was kind of but then he was on TK for X Games, got silver medal, great pick. But I don't know. I think so. Jack, if Nameless was still on the board, would you have taken Nameless over Apathy?
Honestly, with the lineup I have right here, I think that currently I believe that Apathy fits in better with Clayster and Scump, and with my final player, I think I have the best team here. Team shout out to all the pairs is easily going to take this one home.
All right. Well, this is where you guys all messed up. Let's just show my pick. I picked Saints on Ghost because the guy didn't die. He was just an absolute monster. The reason why they've won U.S. Regionals is because Renato is just a machine. He just slays like crazy in any game. He was definitely in the top 5 in Ghosts. I mean, with Denial and SB just completely dominated. And I think that once you look at the 3 players I have here, I mean, my last pick is just insult to injury on your guys' intelligence of Call of Duty. I don't think anyone can argue my Saints pick here is the best pick of this 3rd round. I mean, I'm just looking at the names that have been gone so far. I'm surprised that Saints even didn't go in the 2nd round on Ghost in the Zuma slot. I think that's probably where he should have went, but somehow he made it all the way to me, and I was very happy because Penguins or Birds would definitely win a bunch of championships.
See, now this is where we differ, Matt. Unfortunately, I have something called confidence. Currently, you're utilizing something called delusional confidence. You're looking at your team and just overall skill. And while Saints was very good, don't get me wrong, I'm in no way.
He was like the best player in Ghost.
Oh, I'm in no way shooting that down. But what I'm telling you is that my guys here can easily build a brand. We can.
Oh,
work
come on,
with,
we're not
YouTube
branding these teams, Jack. We're not branding these teams, Jack. We're seeing who would win in the match.
Well, my squad will win it because you know what? They have that heart, they have the fan support, and just wait until round 4, baby.
Your team, all your teams would be dead. If we played a match, even with the 3 players I have, all your players would be dead. There'd be no point. If you look at the rosters as they are right now, going into round number 4, no, I have arguably the best Black Ops 2 player. I have arguably the best Ghost player. And I have arguably a top 3 to 4 player on Black Ops 2 as well. Nobody else can even come close to that. Maybe, maybe Jack, I guess.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. You're saying Saints is a better player than Formal?
On Ghosts,
Yeah.
Formal towards the end was really good. I mean,
think
but I'm
Formal
looking
is
at
still
Ghosts
really
as a
good as well.
whole. Saints around U.S. regionals was, top 2, 3.
I still think Formal was the best sniper, I think, in all of Ghosts.
Okay, I'll give you that. But
I
you
think
think for the entirety of Ghosts that Formal was a better player than Renato?
All right, if we're playing only Octane S&D and Formal has to snipe that mid gas cut, your Saints getting sniped every time. You're going down 4v3 every round, or 3v4.
I mean, I can understand. Jack has a reasonable argument because Jack has Scump on AW, which I can definitely say, dominant. He's got Clay Black Ops 2, which very good. Codstats just tweeted me that I have won the draft. Hold on, let me see the stats that they're presenting me with.
How did he win the draft? It's not over yet. They haven't seen my
Renato
fourth
had
pick.
the highest KD over all of Gross events, and he never went negative at an event. And he went round number 3. How many Ghost players went above Saints? Is he the
just Formal.
one?
I had
Formal.
Apathy and
Formal and
Ghosts.
Apathy both
And
winning
Nameless.
Ghost
And
over
Nameless.
Saints.
And Nameless.
And
I
Nameless.
think-
I
know.
Yeah, Nameless went too. Yeah, you're right.
Well, here's the thing. I was the only person to take Variation 1. You all guys, you all sold out. I was like, let's go old Call. This is like the MW.
it's called
this is
Brain,
MW2 Black Ops 1 style.
You're right, because I forgot we were taking players from MW2 and Black Ops
No,
1.
I'm saying this is
baby.
I expected back. I thought Jack was going to take Big T Black Ops 2.
I tried taking Big T Modern Warfare 3. I was really throwing it back.
He was
I don't know.
dominant.
I think right now I have the best argument of who has the strongest team.
And that's great, because that is your opinion, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, what to do, man.
I love the banter, baby.
I mean,
Banter.
Saints is just a monster on
Top
Ghost.
fans.
But guys, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break.
Wait, what about, do we get...
What are my
Max.
picks?
Oh wait,
I
Max,
mean,
we didn't announce Max pick.
Matt,
Oh yeah,
Matt,
your
his
pick was
team
so
may not be
irrelevant.
good.
Announce your
I-
pick, Max.
This is a really bad idea. Now Matt's just getting overconfident. He's ganging up on me, and it's just not. I don't like it. Anyway, my pick for team wanna rotate, homie. I took Fizzer. No, I wish I took Fizzer. I had to fill a support role for AW, and I think right now, from the players that were left on the board, I think I got the best pick with Slasher.
Max.
AW. What?
You could have went Formal Advanced Warfare, who's probably the best Slayer right now, and you could have taken Slasher on Ghost, who dominated the second half of the year with Noble.
I don't think Crim. Well, you think Crim is Crim and Scump are worse than Formal in AW, or Enable? I think Enable.
I think Formal's the most consistent player in Advanced Warfare right now.
Okay, look, like we said, we're building a team here to fit in, or we're fitting something here. I'm gonna do this for my hands.
Chat right now. No, Max's team is bad.
Max is lost, dude.
P Mill Hooper 1. Max's team is good. Thank you. Look,
No, you have a good squad, but I'm
yeah.
saying if you would have selected them in different games, I think it would have been better. I think if you would have had Formal on Advanced Warfare and Slasher, I think Slasher and Ghosts, actually,
what? Take it back.
maybe you're right.
Finish his thoughts.
Slash had a really good Columbus,
He had a great Columbus.
but he had a really good end of Ghosts.
Okay, he got second at Season 3 playoffs.
I think you could have went Formal and Advanced Warfare, and it would have been.
I didn't want to risk doing Advanced Warfare with my first pick. I thought they were better player pools.
Really?
From Black Ops 2 or Ghost, yeah.
See,
I mean-
my last pick, I went with Advanced Warfare. I got everything else off the radar. Benson said you're clueless in the chat. Ben, if you
Ben
saw
is
the rosters,
clueless.
Ben, let me know how dominant mine is.
Hey, Matt, can I just bring up a quick point here? Because obviously a match.
No, you can't, Jack.
I can't. Okay, I'm gonna.
Nah,
bring it
I'm
anyway.
messing with you. Yeah, of course you can.
Real quick thing, I just got word that the KD of Saints throughout the events were 1.18 in Ghost. Obviously, very good, very good. Apathy was a 1.11. He was right there with him. Obviously, great placements there. So I think your argument of the big difference between Saints and Apathy isn't as
The
large
difference
as you think.
is Saints never went negative at an event.
Okay, well, I don't have confirmation on that for Apathy, but for all we know, he did that same thing because he's positive
They
in
said
all
he's
game
the only
types,
player
so-
when I got it.
Okay, well, you know what, Matt? My team's still the best, dude. And we're not even round 4 yet.
Somebody said Max's team wouldn't win an event against normal teams. That's a pretty bad if your fantasy team can't win. So let's throw up the teams through round 3 again, Ron. We'll start with Puckett's team. So Puckett's team thus far is Crim6 from Black Ops 2, Zuma from Advanced Warfare, and then Nameless from Ghost. Puckett, I actually think right now sneakily has the second best team.
I have to disagree there. I think
the Crim Black Ops 2 pick is so strong.
You're just
I think Crim Black Ops 2 is so strong that it carries everything else.
Matt, you honestly think that his lineup is better than my lineup right now? Come on, Clay Black Ops 2, Scump AW, and as we just said, Apathy.
Try and compare the two. Scump and Advanced Warfare versus Crim and Black Ops 2.
I honestly, Crim was...
Who was more dominant?
Crim was absolutely dominant, don't get me wrong, but I think you're underestimating how dominant Scump is in AW with the team he has. It's not like he can just go kill everything. He's got 3 other people on his team that drop, or 2 other people on his team that drop 40 with him every game. So I think right here, once again, you're the coach of complexity, and there's some bias here. I'm just stating the facts. I came in here with facts. I think right now you're kind of getting a little bias here.
I might be. I like your team, Jack, though. I think Clay Black Ops 2 is a very strong pick. Clay, one of the best players in Black Ops 2 throughout the entire thing. I think you kind of messed up. You could have taken Saints and Ghost, but you didn't. So that is Jack teams right there. Shout out to all the pairs. We can throw up my team, Ron, because, I mean, everyone wants to see the winning squad. There you go. So Penguins are birds. Team consists of Saints from Ghost, Karma from Black Ops 2, and Eggs from Black Ops 2. I don't really have much to say about my team, other than I probably ended up with the best. I mean, I ended up with, top 3 to 4 players on every game that I've chosen a player in so far. So I'm looking pretty good.
Matt, I'm going to be honest right now. If there's a team that my team would have trouble beating, it would be yours, but I still think I'm coming out here on top.
I mean, all your teams would be dead. And then Max, let's bring up Max's team again. So you guys eyes start bleeding. No, I'm kidding. We got Formal in Ghost, TP, OBJ, Black Ops 2, and then you went with Slasher from Advanced Warfare. A little bit odd. I mean, your last pick, it does make a little bit more sense, I would say. But still,
the Slasher pick might be questionable to you guys. But if you need to build a team and you don't have Crim, Formal, or Scump, and you need a support player,
I'm just laughing that I got Saints on Ghost in round number 3.
Okay, so when FaZe gets second at champs and lose to Optic, and Slasher goes like 1.28 overall KD, you'll all be bowing to me. But I got the best objective player ever, and I got the top 2 Slayer.
No, that's where I think your team kind of separates once everybody goes through round 4, picks their last player, and we kind of look at the OBJ players and kind of compare.
Right.
I think that's where your team really have the standout stuff in the OBJ department, but your team's definitely lacking in the kills department, which obviously shooting games are very heavily determined on if you can kill people or not.
I don't think so.
Yes, they are. So when we come back, we're going to have the final round of the draft. We're going to have a look at everybody's teams, and then we're going to have a look at Maven's team, see how all of them stack together. Guys in the chat, keep spamming. Who do you think got the best team this far? And then obviously, tweet all of our Twitter ads. Actually, usually Courage's, Max's, mine is Matt, Mr. X. You tweet us all. Let us know who do you think has the best team so far. Let us know who you would pick as your team. But when we come right back to this quick commercial break, we're going to have round number 4 of the COD Fantasy Draft.